Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at and see what's inside this tool bag. It is from Milwaukee. It's the M12 Fuel Lithium-Ion Brushless Cordless Installation Drill Driver Kit. It is their model 2505-22. And as would be expected, you'll get your operator's manual and the manual on the batteries that come with this. So let's take a look inside here, and we'll take a look at the installation tool first. Now the installation drill driver is Milwaukee's number 2505-20. Now what I liked about this is I recently got into some of the 12-volt tools because they're so much smaller. Even though I have tons of cobalt 24-volt, this is so much different that I don't mind getting into another battery system. I've even had my eye on this thing, for several years. I just thought it was so cool. So looking at the outside of the tool here, we have a really nice stainless steel belt clip. It's not something I really use, but if you do, it's there, and you can put it on either side. The grip is very nice, rubberized. All this black surface here is rubberized. Here's your trigger. Obviously the battery compartment. And then this area down in here, I wasn't sure what that was for. And I even asked one of the guys at Home Depot. He didn't even know. Turns out it's magnetic so that you can put your bits here. Your 1/4-inch hex bits. And to show the strength of that magnet, not that I would ever need to put this on here, but this is a 1/4-inch hex to 1/2-inch square drive adapter. We put that on there, and it holds it. So next, let me pull out one of the supplied batteries so that I can demonstrate some of the other features here of this drill. Now you'll get two of these batteries. Obviously the M12 red lithium CP 2.0, and it is their number 48-11-2420. So let's put that in there. And with the battery in there, the tool stands upright. Very nice. Now while we've got it in that upright position, the spec says that this tool is 5.12 inches deep and 2 pounds with this supplied battery, as you see here. Now the depth they're talking about is a bit less misleading, I feel. They're giving the distance from this very front part here to here. But it is wider if you consider from here and then draw a plumb line from back in here at the widest point. It is a little bit deeper. But that's how they're speccing it, from here to there, 5.12 inches. Now, as you can see, it does have a light on the front side to illuminate your workspace. On the left side of the tool, you have the battery state of charge indicator. And I pulled a battery that I haven't charged yet. The other one I charged, but when you push in a little bit, you'll see the two red lights come on. Let's look at this rotating collar on the front. Here, you'll see that it's in the drill mode. And if we turn it, now we're into the driver mode. So this would be 1, 2, 3. So it's position 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all the way up to 16. And then we're back into the drill mode. Here we have our speed selector, 1 or 2. Alright guys, now this is your control center right here. You'll notice there is no button anywhere on here that you would slide right to left or in the center as a lock off for your switch. So right now it's locked off. Now I'm going to go ahead and push the trigger, and you'll see the red light come on in the lock. So obviously it's locked. Now to turn it on, all you have to do is simply push this button with the arrow, and you'll see now that forward lit up. So now this is in the forward configuration. You want reverse, push it again. The back arrow designating reverse comes on. Push it again. Now we're in clockwise rotation, forward. And you never want to select these while the tool is running. Make sure the tool has completely stopped. Now, to lock it off, you simply push and hold the button for a couple seconds. Now it's switched itself off. Next, let's take a look at the charger that it comes with. And I've got a couple other chargers. That's why this one I haven't taken it out, because I charged the one battery with the other charger, one of the other two chargers that I already have. Now this obviously is an M12 charger. It is the number 48-59-2401. And you've got this anchoring, so if you want to hang this on the wall of your shop vertically like this, just get the center line here, put your two screw heads in, slide it down. Now this can hang on the wall like this. Alright guys, next let's take a look at the 4 different heads that come with this tool, which is what makes this tool so cool. Is we're going to start from left and go to right. We have the 1/4 inch hex driver. We have a 3/8 inch metal keyless chuck. We have a right angle attachment. And finally an offset 1/4 inch hex driver. Now I haven't shown the front of the tool yet, but you'll see the unique, how the head is on there with those various, I don't know, sprockets, whatever you want to call those. That's where each one of these heads will engage and allow for a 16 position rotation to best suit the job at hand that you're doing in the tight area that you may be working in. So let's demonstrate that. We'll take our 1/4 inch hex driver here, and you can see how that is constructed. If we take a look inside, we'll see that it has these little balls, those little ball bearings. So to attach this to the head of that unit, you pull back on the collar, thus releasing those and allowing it to attach to the driver head. And then those 3 balls would then clamp around this undercut that you see here on that shaft. So now without pulling the collar back, it won't go on. Now you won't know with this head because it doesn't really matter because you can't see it. But with those other ones I'll show you, you can literally 360 position those wherever is required. Then obviously this will take any 1/4 inch hex attachment, simply pull forward on this collar, push the attachment in, and it's secured. Pull the collar out, pull whatever tool or attachment you have, whether it's this or just the bit itself, and you're good to go. Now to be clear, your 1/4 inch hex has to have that undercut in it. You can't just put simply the a bit like this. You'll have to have a bit that has that kind of an undercut, and then you could put that in there. And something to make note of is obviously you have the metal here, this is all steel, but this body of all the attachments and the collar is some kind of a composite. It is not metal. Now you do have your chuck, this keyless chuck. The ring is some kind of a composite material, but then the chuck is metal. This is metal. So I thought I would point that out. So let's do a close-up of each one of these heads. This is your 1/4 inch hex driver. Your 3/8 metal keyless chuck. Your right angle attachment. So let's take a closer look at this right angle attachment. You'll notice that looks just like the part that's on your installation drill driver. So that allows you to take your other attachments. So now you've got a tight area. You can do this. And this is really cool because now if you've got something, say that's hard to get into, you could have your tool here, you could be holding it, put it up, and then put screws in, whatever you're doing, up tight into a corner. And then finally, the offset hex driver. Now this is magnetic. And you can also, with this, you can also just use a bit like this in there, and it will work. Pretty good strong magnet too.